Previously, on the secrets of Neros, 4 intrepid adventurers arrived in the town of Kron and joined a guild known as the Kings of the Craft. The party has faced several challenges thus far, but have proved their mettle and advanced from E to D rank, though their trials have only just begun. During a recent outing, the party bore witness to a perturbing spectacle that was fraught with torture and unsettling ideas as a tiefling and warlock were publicly executed by the enigmatic cult of Eldeath. The party, unable to conceal their indignation and disgust, drew unwanted attention from the crowd. In response, Simeon attempted to placate the jeering masses by claiming he was an advocate for the innocent, just as the executioner had previously proclaimed. Though Simeon succeeded in diffusing the conflict, his words may have unforeseen ramifications, as he piqued the curiosity of the executioner, which has already impacted the guild. Finally, the party attended an Eldeath service that was being led by Velen, whom the party are currently investigating in relation to the Four Lanes. During the course of the service, a man by the name of Barry had stepped forward and was presented with a young tiefling child. As a part of his initiation, the man was encouraged to end the child's life as the onlookers urged him to act in the name of peace. The party, horrified by the sight, could only look away, but in that moment something even worse was brewing within Flint's psyche. Suddenly, the world stood still as a malevolent voice reverberated in Flint's ear, unearthing long-suppressed memories concerning the fate of his late family. After this experience, Flint was forever changed, but had no time to think, as the party discovered a portal in a nearby well, where they may find some answers to finally combat the cults. And thus, our story continues, as we learn the secrets of Neros. Okay, and here we are.
Flinty boy.
Oh, Flinty boy.
Flinty boy.
That's not at all the voice that it was doing last time, Bug.
That's
Although I'd love it if it was.
that was the voice that I went to in my head, though, and that's what counts.
Doom, you heard him.
Banhammer. Okay.
Sorry, my mum just looked up at the screen and looked at the shape of the map, and she's just started laughing.
Yeah.
Not loud.
Yeah, I noticed that last time, but I didn't bring it up because I'm above making penis jokes.
It's not
Absolutely not
It's
true.
just not. It's a corridor, but not happens to be revealed.
You happy now? That's how we're going to start this, really.
It isn't even sort of part of the stream. Oh, good God! Sorry, I can't legislate for her behaviour. Dear.
Hi, Bugs Mum.
Alrighty. So, we ready to start?
No.
Tough luck. As you recall last time, you all climbed your way down the well, and as Simeon made his way down last, he pulled out the little thing that was holding in the rope into the well with him, and he collapsed down onto the floor. And now you are in a fairly darkened corridor with torches lining the sides, which seem to give off an unnaturally dim light. As you move around, the sounds of your footsteps are muffled unnaturally.
I'm not meaning to do that.
Yes, I tried to make the lights brighter, but strange. It's like something's dulling the light.
There's something obviously quite foul at play here. I mean, not that we don't expect that by now, but the only way is forward. I would probably be on our guard, though. Flint, I don't know what the thing is called. The thing that identifies traps, what's the range on it?
I Wand of Secrets.
Yes, I believe that's what it was called.
Within 30 feet of us. Well, me.
I'm not quite sure if I have dark vision. I think I do. Is that roughly how far we can see down the corridor?
Yes, it is.
So even with dark vision, we can't see further than
Yes,
that.
even with dark vision.
So basically, like, I'm guessing everything is halved.
More or less, yeah.
That's what it seems to be. Apparently, there is a problem with token rotation at the moment, just to make you aware.
Okay, cool. That's fine. That's cool.
Is key. Right.
So, if the people with dark vision only get half their vision, what's my vision like? I don't have dark vision.
Given there's torches lining it, there's light being given out anyway. It's unnaturally dim.
Oh, okay. So real dark.
How do we ourselves feel? Do we feel normal?
We generally feel normal. Obviously, the atmosphere is somewhat tense.
Unsettling.
The way that sound isn't quite reverberating properly is not sitting right with you.
Okay, but physically, like, nothing feels off.
I wouldn't say anything feels off. No.
Okay. I suppose, in that case, Nygax will say, we can't really stay here. If the bodies have already been moved from this spot, it would imply that someone was here recently. So we probably need to decide a marching order and proceed forward.
Finian lad, you're stealthy. Why don't you take the lead on this one?
Um,
Normally, I would be the one to charge in first, but the armor doesn't make for good stealthing.
yeah, sure thing. Finian will start to move up, hugging the
Besides,
wall. a little
your
bit.
eyes are better than mine in this strange place.
So I'm revealing some area. Bear me a second.
Do you want one of us to control Finian?
Yeah, I'll just give Finian to one of you. Assuming you can have him.
Thanks.
Okie. You start to go into a bit of a more open area, and you can see what seem to be jail cells lining it.
Is there anyone in the jail cells?
Will you go closer to looking?
Can I have a peek
Yes.
at these things up here? What are these?
Yeah, sure. Roll investigation. They seem to be barrels of long-lived food. Nothing fancy. It's just like jerky, basically. And you're looking in that one, are you, Flint?
Yep.
Okie dokie. You peer into this jail cell. It's quite dark inside, but you can make out several bodies lying on the floor. They're skeletal, not decayed, but they seem like they've just been left and forgotten.
It's like these poor prisoners were just left here to rot.
Nygax will look at this cell here. I'm going to assume it's probably the same story, but I think I'll probably check.
This one has a single body placed against the back wall. It's sitting up facing the door cell. The eyes are completely blank. It's dead as well.
Okay.
Can we tell what race these skeletons are, by the way?
They all have horns.
I think even without any checks, we'd probably be able to discern that. I mean, I'm not holding out hope, but I'm just gonna check each cell on this side.
In this one, there is a woman at the back of the cell. She's a tiefling. She was quite plump, but her skin has begun to sag and draw in. as if she's not been properly fed. She just simply stares at the floor.
So she's alive.
She is alive, yes.
I won't do anything for now. I just want to check the other cells first.
Now let's reveal them all. The one you've just gone up to, Nargrax, there are 2 children inside it. Both of them have the same sunken-eyed look as the woman. They don't even register that you're there.
Did the woman register that?
No.
I got so. Okay. And this one?
This one is a single woman again. She's lying against the back wall, just staring past you. Her eyes haunted.
Okay, so these people are really have probably been psychologically tortured. I think that'd be pretty safe to assume. Not sure. I'm going to just think for a second, so if anyone wants to act in the meantime, go ahead.
I want to walk down the corridor. I want to see if there's anything at the other end to see if anyone would be coming.
There are 2 people at the table. In front of this one, you can see the body of the young tiefling who had a throat slit. Neither of them have seen you. The darkness makes it so that as you look at them, you can only just make them out. There's shadows against the darkness.
And I've seen these. These haven't seen me.
Correct.
All right, I'm going to back up to my party. Are they? They're not prisoners or anything, are they? I get the sense they're not. They're like guards or whatever.
They're wearing the cult's robes. You can make that much out.
I'll like hold up a hand, like the whatever that signal is they do when they're like halt.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't know.
Whoever like sidles close to me, like, there's 2 cultists at the end of the hall. How do I want to deal with this?
Strike hard, strike fast, no mercy.
Yeah, if I would we where we're stood here, could we kind of see the way that the corridor arcs?
You could just about make out a shadow against a shadow. That kind of implies there's a turn off.
Right. In that case, I would probably say, I don't think there's any other ways out of this room, and it's probably unlikely that we're going to be able to sneak past them.
Do we go in hard and fast, or do we make this a secret? Do we make it stealthy?
I have a pretty powerful spell up. I'm dying to try.
I've seen the magic you can cast, Flint. Maybe not the best in here.
We're in the enemy's territory. We probably don't want to make too much of a ruckus if possible. If we engage in combat, we'll probably have to end it rather decisively.
The cell down here that has, yes. I'm assuming that's a skeleton in it. Is the door closed?
It is closed, yes, and it's locked.
Damn it.
I don't suppose anybody has lockpicks. I know for a fact that I don't.
It's not in my forte, no.
I wouldn't imagine, but it never hurts to ask. I actually turned to Vidian as well, just to ask him the same question.
He shakes his head, staying quite quiet.
Understandable.
Okay. The torches that are dimly lit, can they be put out? You said that you can't control the light to make them any brighter.
You could try
to. I mean, I did last session, and you said I could sense that the light was bright. It was something that was muffling it. I don't know if it was like the darkness around or something.
I'd like to go up to the nearest one and pour a bit of water out of my water skin onto it onto the torch. See if it goes
Right.
out.
There will be one just about right there. So you do that, and the fire snuffs out.
I've got a plan. Put the torches out.
And then use the cover of darkness to pass by. Is that what you're thinking, Simeon?
Yes, yes. Of course.
Okay, then, so there will be torches located at the end of each of these, and generally about every 5 foot there'll be one against the wall.
We'll have to be conscious that they may notice something after we put a few of these out. So probably need prepared to move rather quickly.
As soon as the last one's out, I'm going to take my spear out and bang on this jail cell.
I can't really put them out, but I can dim them.
We need the cover of darkness. Everyone against the other wall, quickly.
Okay,
I'll bang on the jail cell. I'll rattle my spear across it. See if it gets the
Oh,
guard's
do you want me to
attention.
just use up your water skin, by the way?
You want to use up one of my Watkins?
Yeah, doing this is use up your water skin if you were snuffing them out. Okay.
Is anyone? Did they hear the rattling of the cage?
They didn't respond to it, and they're out of sight at the moment for you.
Quick, throw a distracting rock.
Thinks back to what happened in the guild hall, and maybe we don't resort to that just yet, Flint. I would suggest, Simeon, that we probably wait a few seconds to see if they come over. It's possible that they might just be taking their time. It's not like these prisoners are in a state to fight back.
I'll do it again. Water, please.
You wait for several seconds, but there is still no response from them.
Well, anyone got any better ideas?
They must be used to this sort of activity. But, are there any torches in this part of the room?
Yes, they are against the walls.
So the area is still fairly well lit for them.
Somewhat, yes.
So-
Everywhere is dim.
How well can we actually make them out?
You can't from where you are.
So, like, even from this, so like, let's say if we were stood here, for example, could we see them?
Yes.
Okay. How clearly?
Anywhere past here, you'll be able to see them. Where Simeon was stood before was about there. He could just make them out.
I think really, I would say, Simeon, considering that the sound is muffled, maybe try one of the nearer jail cells.
This isn't how it works in the movies.
What are you talking about?
I'll go and do it again on this one.
Okay, for this one, roll your strength. Straight strength.
All right, cool. Cool.
Wow.
Okay, you hurt your
Cool.
hand a little big on the bar. Take 1 point of damage.
Did they react to the noise?
Nope. You can see their heads moving back and forth from though as if they're talking. You can't hear anything.
Nagrax will kind of come and stand beside you at this point. He just kind of wants to get a close look at them. Which way are they facing, Doom?
They're both facing the table in front of them that has the cadaver of the child on it.
So they're basically facing this way.
Yes.
So
Can we see what they're doing to the body? If anything?
You can see one of them has a knife and it's cutting into it. The other one seems to more be watching.
Nagrax kind of clenches his fist a little bit, seeing this, but doesn't say anything.
What are they doing? I get the sense they're not just cutting her for fun.
No, there's. I'm speaking quite softly. No, but I don't believe it's anything good, Simeon.
I'd like to put a stop to it. The sneaky approach hasn't gone well thus far. I have another approach, and I'll just show him my spear.
I don't disagree with you at this point. We probably want to try and approach him from behind if possible. Strike a decisive blow, avoid drawing any further attention to us. The only way out of this situation is forward. I'd rather not have the entire cult come crashing down on top of us. I would suggest, however, that maybe Flint and Finian move up. I would imagine that out of the four of us, they're the most light-footed and, well, I kind of locked down on my armor. I'm not exactly known for being discreet.
That's a good plan. We'll come in second, clean up the mess if they leave us anything.
I turn to Flint and Finian. Do either of you have...
Finian will just nod towards Flint.
As much as it's not honourable, we probably want to strike from behind if possible.
There's only honour in a duel. There's no honour in a real battle, my friend.
I look over to the...
From behind is the best place to strike.
Yeah, I look towards the child. No, you're right, Simeon, there is no honour in any of this. Okay, I think that's the plan then.
Turn to Finian and Flint.
Yeah, is
After
that
you.
you muted yourself, by the way.
Don't disappoint us now.
My bad.
I was just.
Can I try and sneak up on this guy?
Sure, which way are you going?
And boom. Like try and round this table, so...
I'll say, given the muted sound, I'll let you move up to there, yeah. We won't even have to roll stealth.
Yeah. Can I, like, get within touching range of him?
For that, you would need to either sprint straight at him, or you'd need to sneak.
Can I tell what they're wearing from here?
It seems
Just
to be the
robes?
cult robes, but for both of them.
Will I see Flint and Finian both making their way around the back of them?
Yes.
I mean,
you
we
can
can
check
see
that.
them, so I think we could also see them from here, just about. In fact, let me just quickly occur something here before we continue.
Finian's waiting on Flint to make a move.
I would...
Just before Flint makes a move, I'll whistle at him. Like, sort of get their attention. That was a shit whistle, I know. Make them look my way so they're not looking at the other two behind him.
Yeah.
Do performance.
19.
Okay. This one hears you. It twists around and looks into the darkness.
I'd like to sneak this way.
As you do so, he starts to walk forward.
If I see him walk forward, I will just start moving backwards so he doesn't see us
I'm
immediately.
going to roll for Finian.
Probably take cover behind here.
I'd like to
Right.
sneak up on
Finian
this guy.
managed to simply dodge behind crates as he starts to move forward.
I'd like to sneak up on this guy.
Go ahead then. And
Stealth.
yeah, roll stealth. Okay, he doesn't see you.
And then I'd like to use shocking grasp behind him.
Okie dokie. I'll give you advantage, given he doesn't know you're there. I'm assuming it's a save.
I shall double check.
I should know how it works because I used it before. One of the characters. I know it's a touch spell. Like you have to touch them for it to. That's the range.
I've got to make a melee attack. I have advantage on the roll if they're wearing armor made of metal.
You have advantage anyway from stealth.
Yeah.
You got surprise. Okay, that'll hit. Roll your damage.
Fair enough. That was That was my second attack run.
Oh yeah, you gotta see if you crit, just in case.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah. But yeah, you hit. Roll DiMaggio.
That's my damage.
Okie dokie. As you touch him, electricity courses through him, and he shouts out in pain, and this one immediately turns around, and this one spots you in the light from the electricity.
Can I come up behind and shove my spear in this guy's back?
Sure, I'll let you have advantage given you've not seen you yet.
I think I would probably hear that for me.
Oh, that guy can't take any reactions till the start of his next turn.
Okay.
I've just shocked.
Oh, you say I'm got advantage on this attack?
Yes.
I think I would have moved back up after hearing that guy
You wouldn't
shout.
have heard that.
Wouldn't I have heard that from there? Okay, then I
Nope.
suppose I'm still over here then. Okay.
Why did it only go off once? Because I've got a second one, which was a crit.
Fair enough, just roll crit damage.
Rolled a 27. Okay, I
Okay.
can take a screenshot if you want proof.
Yeah, it's alright, I'll trust you.
Why is it not?
It displayed in D&D Beyond for me, that, but no, not 20.
Yeah, I got a crit. I did 10 damage. I think it rolled the crit automatically. It rolled 2d6 rather than 1.
Alright,
I got 10 total.
weird. But
And,
okay, so you...
Will I get my... Because I have 2 attacks per turn now? Does that...
no, I won't give you both your attacks in this particular thing. You're not technically in combat.
Sure.
You
that's
simply
fine.
run up and slice your spear into him. Finian, whilst you've done that, will also run up and give it a single punch. That definitely hits. And for 8 damage. Okay then. And I'm not going to bother rolling an initiative for this. I'm going to simply have everyone go in the order. Well, so what that was just then with the 2 fanatics now reacting.
Well, I mean, the other one can't react because of Shocking Grasp.
Oh, they're taking their turns, I should say.
Ah, right, sorry.
Given this should be over quite quickly. This guy turns towards you, Flint, and he's going to make a weapons attack on you, and that is just +4. Got to get up the bloody custom roll thing. Oh wow, actually roll well.
Yeah, that hits.
It's a d4 damage +2. Just a little damage.
It's just
You
a
got max
scratch.
damage. Okay, so he stabs you with the knife that he has. Then it will be this one right here. It will
6
twist
damage,
around.
right?
Yeah, 6 damage.
Oh, 6 damage?
You too. Yes.
Oh, right, okay, I need to take off 2 of them.
Which one should I have here? He's just going to try and hit as well. It's just a +2 for this guy. And I was against Simeon, that's definitely a miss. Okay, so it'll roll back around to Flint's turn.
Yeah, for some reason my D&D Beyond decided to refresh itself. Just give me a sec.
Technology, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Back in my day, we didn't need no online D&D.
Right, I'm thinking because I'm quite close to the girl's body, I don't really want to be setting her alight or anything, so I'll like try and hit him with a 200 attack from my quarterstaff.
Okie dokie. That hits. Good hit, actually. Only just not a crit. Okay, so you smack him around the side of the head. He stumbles a little bit, looks angrily at you. Now we're going to go to Simeon.
I'm going to stab this guy again.
Oh, I'd like to move him 5 feet away from me as well, because I've got Crusher.
Oh, yeah. Did you have to make a save for
As long as it's not a larger size than me, I can do it.
Okay, 5 feet away it is. So you knock him over the table in that case.
Yeah.
Over the body.
Yeah.
Now, Simeon, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna shank this guy with my spear again.
Okie dokie, shank away. Ooh, actually, let's have a check.
11.
It's not hits.
Then I'd like to. Do I get both attacks now or no?
Yeah, you're back to normal now.
I'm gonna do it again.
That hits.
That's better. 21.
Uh, 9 damage.
Okie dokie. How much damage was on him before? It was 15. Okie dokie. You spear him straight in the shoulder, and it hurts him quite a lot. He kind of stumbles a little bit and pulls his shoulder back to rip it out. Now it'll go to Finian, and he is just going to wail into him with 3 punches.
He ripped his shoulder out. Man.
First one's a big whiff. The other 2 hit though.
Quite a low AC.
And Finian completely destroys him. And now, Nagrax, you notice that you are quite alone. Nobody followed you.
Right. Nagrax, realizing this, will kind of just gingerly step forward, hugging the wall just so he's not completely obvious, and he'll walk back to roughly where he was before. I'm guessing I can see the scene now.
Yes, you now see the scene laying out in front of you, and that's about as far as you can actually move.
Can I... Oh, wait. Oh, right, so I'm technically in combat despite...
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. So... Nagrax can see that guy, can't he? But
You
yeah.
can, yes.
He will wait for now. I don't think he's going to burn a spell slot just yet.
He didn't
Okay,
see me knock him over the table.
In that case, this cult fanatic is going to look back and forth. He's going to see that the other one is down. He's going to start to make a run for it, going this way.
Can I use a bonfire to block his path?
It's not, doesn't take a reaction, does it?
No.
I think wait till your turn.
Okay.
Which is now.
Can I see how injured he is?
You hurt him quite a bit.
Now he's away from the tables, I'd like to cast Firebolt at him.
Go ahead. And that hits. Okay, you catch him in the upper shoulder. He stumbles slightly, but he's still just standing. And now it's Simeon's turn. Unless you have anything else you want to do.
And no, that's all I can do at the moment.
Okay.
I'm assuming I saw him bolt.
Yep.
I'm going to run after him. I'm going to throw my spear as I go. Well, I'm going to throw my spear at him and then chase after him.
Okay, okay. Throw your spear. That hits.
Okay, it didn't roll in roll 20 again. 7 damage.
Okay. You spear him straight through the midsection, and he stops in place, teeters for a moment, and then collapses. And combat's over.
I'll walk over and retrieve my spear.
I feel those lessons with Reginald have really been paying off.
Yes, that was a good hit over the table. Very creative. I like it.
I'm sorry, both. I thought they were coming in this direction. I only just realised as the fight was concluding.
So, okay, maybe we should stash these bodies in one of the cells.
Yet more creativity. I'm more proud of you every day, Flint.
Solid point. We want these out of sight in case anyone else comes along.
Simeon, as you look down the corridor, you can see a bit of a green glow.
Coming from.
Just further down the corridor. You can't quite make out what it's from. And are you moving the bodies, Nagrax?
So I think what Nagrax will do is he'll probably go towards this cell here where there's no bodies currently in it.
Okay, you drag it over in front of the cell.
I'll drag the other one.
Right.
What's that there?
Just a skeleton in there. Okay.
Still a body, right?
Well, I suppose technically, yeah. I think who is the strongest out of us? It's probably Simeon, I would imagine.
I have an 18.
Yeah, yes, the strongest. Nagas will turn to Simeon and say, since we don't really have the tools to get these doors open, I would imagine brute force would probably be the only approach available to us. Do you think that you'd be able to get this door open?
Try and melt the lock off.
Is there a lock visible on the door?
It's basically part of the door. It's like a modern jail cell kind of. You know, where you have to insert a key into it, twist it to slide it open to the side.
There isn't like so there's not like a lock or kind of hole in the door. Okay. As Nagrax asks that question, cast guidance on you.
As he's asking that question, I've already drawn my my axe and brought it down on the lock portion of the door.
I don't know if that would be like a.
That's essentially going to be part of the door. It's not actually separate from it.
Whatever, wherever they put the key goes in. They try and
Okay, it's
bash
got
it.
to be very high.
Bash it
21.
open.
Me now is
21.
Roll strength.
that
It's strength. You don't want me to roll attack.
Nope, just straight strength.
and add a d4 to it.
It's not going to
No,
matter.
it doesn't do it.
No, no.
You slam down and the axe vibrates in your hands quite violently.
Are there any torches near me, Doom?
You put them all out.
I feel like I've loosened it.
And the sound that you made when you did that was quite a bit louder than what was made during the fights.
The thing is, you said that I couldn't really hear more. I couldn't hear a scream from back here, so I'm not quite sure how loud that would be further away.
Can I search the bodies for keys?
Go ahead.
That
We
would-
haven't done that yet.
Investigation.
That would probably be the smart thing to do.
12.
You find a small ring of keys and you find a few copper pieces.
Fuck's sake.
Say, what, 8 copper pieces.
I'll just like look. Like Nargax and I'll just share a look as if to say like,
We should have thought of this.
fuck's sake, and I'll just hand him the keys. I'll take the coppers. How much did you say there was?
8 copper pieces.
I'm having that.
Always do things the hard way, don't we?
While they're doing that, can I check what happened to that tiefling girl's body? Or what the guys were
Sure
doing to
thing.
it?
Generally roll investigation. For it again. I say again.
Doom, as Flint's doing that, Nigrax will go to unlock this cell.
Okay. Do
21.
As you look over the body, it seems like they were removing some parts of her organs and separating them out on a tray beside the body. She's looking, well, her eyes are still open, looking up, completely glassy-eyed.
I'd just like to close them.
Okay. You close the eyes, and she looks a little bit more peaceful, like that. Now, rolling over to Nagrax. You open the cell.
Yeah. I open the cell and I just basically move in close enough so I can kind of like get their attention, well, potentially get their attention without making any additional noise. Do they acknowledge me if I sort of just say,
The only acknowledgements as you walk into the cell is they push themselves against the wall as much as possible, and they won't look up at you.
right. So basically, they're not going to acknowledge me, and I suppose all I could say is, look, I don't know if you can understand me or really have any idea.
She grips her legs.
She
tightly.
grips. Does she make any noise, or is she just gripping her legs?
Just gripping her legs.
Right. So in that case, just go. Look, I'm sorry. It's okay. Look, we're here now, and we're going to do something about this. You probably need to stay where you are, but and I kind of like before I continue my sentence, I kind of just like did their eyes follow me, or are they just looking at their legs?
They're just looking at the floor in front of them.
Looking at the floor. Okay, in that case, I will just. If I move the door, does the door creak?
It does, but very slightly.
Very slightly. I'll probably just move the door in a slightly exaggerated manner, just so it creaks louder to get their attention. Just very.
They still don't move. They still don't look up. In fact, she just looks terrified at your presence.
Yeah, not surprising. Okay.
Can I kneel in front of her and offer her one of my water skins? Any reaction?
I'll move out the cell to allow Simeon to do this.
Cookie, when you offer the water skin forward, she kind of briefly looks at it, but looks straight back down, and she tenses up.
What on earth have they done to you? Here. It's okay. I'll lay it on the floor in front of her and just sort of back up. We'll get you out of this. I promise. Can I grab some of the? You said there was like a barrel of jerky or whatever.
Yes, there was.
Can I just grab one of those? Grab that barrel and just like bring it into the middle of all the, just like right here or something.
Yeah, sure.
Just give them all some jerky.
I think.
I'm assuming we're going to be opening all the prisons.
Yeah, I was going to say I'll open the other prison cells at this point.
I'll like
just a blanket. Generally, the reactions are the same from all of the other prisoners.
Yeah,
with food.
The ones that are alive, anyway.
At her feet, see if, and then I'll just back up the cell, leave the door open.
Okay.
See if there's any reaction. Can I have a look around these chests too? Sorry.
Oh yeah, they're roll investigation. You can't seem to open them. They're made of wood.
You know what chops wood real good? An axe. Gonna try and cut one open.
I've
given you done investigation. No.
I'm just about to say, if I see Simeon do this, I'll probably say to him, Simeon, I understand your enthusiasm, but we probably want to leave behind as few clues as possible that we were ever here. Or that there may have been signs of a struggle.
What do we do about the prisoners? We can't leave them in there. We can't bring them with us. There could be battles ahead.
Finian will speak up. We can come back for them.
I was going to say, there's no point trying to do any of them here because, as you say, to bring them forward would bring them into conflict. Probably the only course of action now, I mean, we've seen we can't go back. No, I don't think that would work. I was entertaining the thought for a moment that I don't know how loud if these crates could support someone if we could. I don't think we could stack it high enough to actually get these people out through the portal. Flint did seem to believe that it was two-way.
When we fell down, did the well reach the bottom?
No,
did it just reach to like the ceiling and then? How high was it? The ceiling.
I'm going to say it was about. I probably undershot it when I said it last time, but about 16, 20 foot.
And then there would have been however deep the well was after that.
Yes.
Because
I
obviously.
think it was about 30.
Yeah, so it's... I don't... In short, I don't think it's going to be feasible to send the prisoners out the way we came, which simply leaves forward as an option.
We will come back for them. The least we can do for now, give them some food and water. They look like they haven't eaten in days.
I agree.
I'm just stood over here staring mournfully at the body. Looks like
When
they
you
were
look down at the
harvesting
body,
her organs. What was
when
that,
you're
sorry?
looking down at the body, you are getting kind of a sense of something looking with you.
Could I tell if it's the demon from before?
It feels like it.
I could have stopped to. I'm thinking to myself.
Oh, I thought you said that out loud. I'll see him looking at the body anyway and come over. I'm like, do not worry about her, Flint. It is a sad sight, to be sure, but there is nothing we could have done for her. If we tried, we would not have made it out alive, and she would have died anyway.
I'm just like look up at him or something. It's like think we're harvesting her organs for something.
Would you know what? You are the magical one, the magical talent here.
So, don't know what they would possibly use them for.
Doom, could I roll religion just on the off chance that I know
Yeah, go ahead.
anything? I mean, I don't
Religion,
really know
right.
if I know much about Eldeath in general, or, you know, whether this might be an antiquated ritual, but I suppose it's worth a go.
No, I got a nat 20 on a sister.
Ain't got a clue.
I'm not well versed enough in the cult's practices to really know what this might be.
Do I see any? Is there any like, I don't know, bits of cloth, like anything in the jail cells that people had slept on? I want to cover her body.
Only the ragged clothes that some of them were wearing.
I'll go grab some. I'll go grab some clothes off one of the skeletons and just like place her in the cell and just respectfully cover the body.
Okay. I say you do that.
All right. What's the plan?
Can we see this green light, by the way?
Not from where you are. If you go towards where Simeon was previously, you'll be able to see it.
As I said before, Simeon, I believe the only path is forward for now.
Straightforward. I like it. Simple, easy to remember.
Let's go.
Okay. Simeon, as you look down the corridor now, as you move a bit further forward, here, I couldn't actually find a token for him, but you can see a floating skull that has green flames billowing around it. It's looking away from you further down the corridor in this direction. You can see a faint green glimmer here as well.
Do we both see this, or just Simeon?
I'll say you can see it as well from the Flint can't.
What devilry is this? An enemy?
I think at this point, I would say, Flint, have you ever seen anything like that thing before? I'm wondering if it's used to detect intruders.
Oh,
There's a scream
have to move.
that emanates from the
Head.
closest one to you.
What was that, sorry?
A scream emanates from the closest one to you.
As I
The
say
one
that?
that's-
This
the
one starts to rush forward.
The
Roll
one that's
initiative.
looking away from us?
I'm guessing it must have seen us, okay.
Oh,
I
Jim
was-
just got fed up with
I
it.
thought they were just like security cameras to an actual monster. God, what are these initiative rolls?
Wow.
I know. We were too busy talking, debating it.
I was going to do Finian first.
Of course, Finian. He's the only one that ever goes good on initiative.
And 2 skulls. I didn't do so great either. I was going to scribble this down.
Going before us, god damn it.
Yeah, they both go before you, don't they?
Yep.
Finian
I
first.
suppose really that kind of appropriate considering we weren't expecting it.
Nagras and Flint, who has a better dex?
Let me check.
I would say
I have 12.
I want 11.
So slightly, but yeah, I have better decks.
Okay. Finian is going to have heard the squeal, and he's going to run in. He's got to figure out how far he can move. I can move right away in. Seeing you guys suddenly too shocked to move, he's going to charge straight into the first one. And he's going to make all of his attacks. And only one of them showed up on here. Did they show up for you guys?
No damage has shown up.
Nope.
I've just seen what.
Those attack rolls. That was it is.
I saw the 19, the first one.
Right, so it was a 19 and a 13 and a 1. So, well, it was a 9, but it was a nat 1. Okay, so he's going to get 2 hits on that first one.
So 8 and 8.
Pretty solid damage. Let's check something. Yeah, it's fine. So he manages to punch it twice, misses once, and then it's going to go to the skulls' turns. And for the skulls, what should I have them do? Maybe I shouldn't have done 2 of these. Oh well.
No, that doesn't sound good.
Right, it'll
Are
be
they-
a +5
fuck.
to hit.
Are they demi-liches? No, that's way above our weight class.
Yeah,
Even one would fuck us up.
we've.
First
you know,
one's going to go on Finian, the second one will go against Simeon.
Bring it
So
on.
this one's against Finian. That'll be a hit. Second one against Simeon. That'll miss. Okay, so that is.
Is this a ranged attack or did you move up to me?
It's a ranged attack.
Gotcha.
What kind of attack?
Fire Ray.
Wait.
Finian takes 11 damage.
Am I too far away from him to react to that?
React out.
Observe elements.
What's the range on the spell?
Oh, yeah, stealth. Don't matter.
Right, and now it's going to go to the second one. It's going to cast 2 of its rays against Simeon. With a whiffs, okay. And now that's going to go to Agrax.
Nagrax's turn, so I think he will probably. Yeah, he's basically not wanting to block Simeon if he wants to move up. He's kind of going to stand about the same space as Finian, or next to him as much as he can.
You can move through allied squares, right? You just can't
You can move through them.
occupy the same space as them, I think.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm basically trying to stand just in front of him. I'm guessing I have to.
You have to move through the end. You can't occupy the same space as an enemy, definitely not, and you can't pass through them.
So I'm guessing I have to. Yeah, that's. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, I think what I'll do instead is I'm going to stay where I was. I think I'll probably move to there if I didn't already. And that door, would that be blocking my view of this one, Doom?
No, it's just open just because that's the way the thing was for it.
Let me just check the range on that. It's 20 foot, so that's fine. If I was to... Could I hit... Pardon me. Could I hit this guy with a guiding bolt without getting Finian? Would I have to move a little bit?
You'd have to move to be in front of Simeon so you can actually see it, otherwise you'd be doing attacking with disadvantage.
Right, okay, well I'll do that then.
'Kay.
Which is what I didn't really want to do, but never mind. But I will cast Guiding Bolt on him and hope that I'm using spells on it. It's
Go ahead. That misses.
God's sake. Okay, I think that's all I can do then. That was a waste of time.
Okie dokie. Now that goes to Flint's turn.
I
You
think
muted.
muted.
Yeah, you mute yourself again.
Of course I did. I get the feeling fire wouldn't be very against these flaming skulls. So
You don't know.
I think I shall move next to Finian while I cast mirror image on myself.
Okie dokie. And what does that do?
I shall bring it up.
Okie dokie. Yeah, anything else?
Right now, that's my turn.
It's Simeon.
Alright, I'll charge through the ranks. Go for the one that Finian hit. Right.
Make your attack rolls. That hits. And the second one does not.
Okay, it didn't show up. 8 damage.
What type of damage?
Piercing.
Okie dokie. Your spear kind of pings off the forehead of it as you hit it. Made a tiny divot in it. Go end your turn.
Can a creature like this be knocked prone?
No.
Alright, I won't do anything. I was gonna like maybe shield bash it, but no, that's nothing. I'll just end my turn.
Okie dokie, that's Finian's turn. He's going to wail into it 3 times again. Okay, that is 3 hits. It is a... I didn't show up properly.
What were its hits?
Actually, it's shown up wrong on roll 20. It was a 14, a 13, and 25. But the only one to show up on roll 20 was an 11 for some reason.
I guess
Sad.
roll 20's just being fucky right now.
Yeah, whatever. Okie dokie. So I'm going to roll damage. Okay. He pulverizes this first skull. His hand goes straight through it into the flames as they go out. And it crashes to the ground in a broken frame.
Damn.
He's going to look up to the next one. He's going to smile at it. And it's the skull's turn. Screw it. It's going to back up a little bit. You're going to do an opportunity attack?
Sorry, I just got back. You talking to me?
Yes, you're going to do an opportunity attack and just move 10 foot away.
Yeah, I absolutely will.
Go ahead. Yep, that hits.
Alright, Crystal 8 damage again.
Okie dokie. And it continues moving, and it looks back. And it's going to cast Fireball.
I would like to counter that spell.
You have Counterspell?
I do.
Okie dokie then. Was there any kind of roll off for Counterspell, or I can't remember?
It was a DC, I think.
If it fails, it has no effect. If the cast equals 10. Yeah, I'll roll a flat 20, I think, would it be?
We said the DC is equal to the spell's level. 10 plus the spell's level, so yeah, I'd imagine it's just a d20.
Unlucky. Nice try, though. Let's go quickly check up
If the
damage.
spell is a 3rd level or lower, it fails.
Was he
Says
casting
it
it
right at
higher
the
than the
top.
3rd level?
Oh, is it 3rd level or lower? Okay,
Yeah.
then. In that case, it fails.
I got real scared. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh,
he's
yeah,
casting
if it's
Fireball
if
higher
it's-
than a 3rd level.
Yeah,
Oh,
if it's
fuck.
casting a spell 4th level and higher, it makes an ability
Okey-dokey.
check. Yeah. Wow.
It tries to cast a fireball, open its mouth, it starts to gather the flames, and you suddenly counterspell it, and they just dissipate. It closes the mouth, and it looks straight at you, Flint, and is going to end its turn. Now that goes to Nagrax.
Nagax, seeing that thing, he doesn't know what it was, obviously, but is now quite worried, so he's probably going to just move up into melee range, and he's just going to take a swing at it with his +1 mace.
Right, go ahead. Yep, that hits.
8 bludgeoning damage. Doesn't it also have? It also has a d4 of poison, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Don't tell me that it's immune to poison.
I won't tell you then.
Is it actually?
As you hit it, the mace seems to do quite a bit of damage to it. As the poison effect goes on, it just seems to wash off it.
God's sake. Okay.
I mean, it is just a scroll.
I know, but even so, you'd have to have been there the other night to understand why that's made me salty again. Okay, at my turn now.
Okie dokie, now that is Flint.
I would like to. Could I aim and crossbow it from over Simeon and
If you
Nagrax?
fire over Simeon and Nagrax, you're going to move with disadvantage. But you can move.
Okay, I would like to move just over where that other one died and fire
Yep.
my crossbow at it.
Go ahead. Yep, that hits.
That is piercing damage.
Okie dokie. The arrow just kind of plinks off its forehead as you hit it.
Does it do any damage at all?
There's a little divot.
Alrighty then, I will end my turn.
Now it's Simeon's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move to there. Can I get behind it, or would I take an opportunity attack for that?
You'd still be in range of it, so you can go behind it.
I want to go behind it, try and cut off its escape, teleport behind, and shove my spear up its
It doesn't have one of those.
back of its head.
Up its headbutt.
20.
You're only doing it once.
Oh shit! Right. Right, I get 2. 20 again.
Both hits. Damn.
Okay. I heard the first one show up. The second one was 7.
Okie
So
dokie.
8 and
So
a
what's
7.
that? 8 and 7, 15.
Okie dokie. You plink off the back of the skull twice. And the end of your turn.
Yes.
Finian is going to come running up. And he's going to wail in it with a triple punch again.
Does he get 3 attacks per turn?
2 attacks, and he can do a offhand strike as a bonus action.
Oh, right, of course.
Oh, crying out loud, they're not showing up again.
Man, monks are just
Okay, so I've got
DPS,
25, 15, and a 12. I don't know where 13 came from. Okay.
It's being a bit temperamental
Roll
tonight.
20.
I'd
So
rather.
25 and 15 hits.
I gotta be honest. I'd rather have a couple of niggles with roll 20 than discard again.
Yeah, true.
Mhm.
Okie dokie. He does 2 solid hits against it, and the skull cracks. Part of it falls inside itself. It's still just about holding itself together, but the cracks are everywhere on it from the impacts. And now it'll be the skull's turn. I would use a fire ray again, so +5 to hit.
Who's this against?
It's going to be against Nagrax.
Yeah.
Oof.
Okay. It's obviously.
Wow.
20 damage. Okay.
I'm getting like Ghost Rider looking through my eyes sort of vibe from this.
To be fair, actually, no, what you roll? 66 total? Actually, yeah, 20 is kind of slightly above average. Yeah. I was going to say it's not bad, but I didn't realise, no, it's 36.
Okay, now that is going to be Nagrax's turn.
Nagrax will look a little bit annoyed at that. And he will swing in with the mace again.
Go ahead. Doesn't hit. So basically you swing your mace at it and you would have hit it, but part of the skull cracks in, just kind of falling apart naturally, and you miss because it just cracked in before you could hit it.
Okay, I don't have anything else. So
Okay, that's Flint's turn.
If I get in between Nagrax and Finian, will I be able to hit him with my... So I can still hit him?
Yes.
And I'd like to go there and swing at him with my quarterstaff. So I get the feeling piercing attacks aren't very effective.
Go ahead. You managed to just miss.
Oh. Yeah, that'll be end of my turn then.
Now it'll be Simeon.
Alright, can I sort of flip the spear around in my hand and use the butt end for an attack?
Does it, the spear have damage for that?
It does as part of the polearm master thing. I think I do it. I think if I use the bonus on that, it's a D4 bludgeoning. I think. Let me check.
I'll let you switch it about.
Yeah, D4 bludgeoning damage.
Go ahead.
You want me to roll regular attacking as if it's just regular spear?
Yeah. You just do a little twirl, and you manage to just hit it for the first one, and the second one hits.
Okay.
And I'm not going to have to roll damage.
Okay, I'll kill it.
Your first hit shatters the skull. The flames peter out suddenly, and it lands in just basically a big clump of broken skull.
I just like one arm swing and like pin it against the wall.
Okay. Now they're both dead.
Good grief. What on earth was these abominations?
very dangerous is what they were, Simeon. That just before it died, it took the wind out of me.
It took quite a hit.
Yes,
Didn't get that spell off.
that was invaluable. I had a feeling that that could have been a lot worse had you not acted in plenty of time. Okay, Doom, I think at this point, Nagrex is going to use a charge from the Cure Wounds wand.
Yep.
I'll just roll it now. So he gets
Okay,
a
well,
12 back.
nice.
Okay, I've managed to recuperate somewhat. I should be fine to go. Is everybody else alright?
Finian will nod, but he'll be looking a little bit proud of himself.
I just kind of give like an encouraging nod towards him, and I think we'll probably move on.
Get him.
I was
Right.
well struck.
Thanks.
Finian, run up to that intersection up there. See what's coming, will you? I'm going to back up and see about this door. Can I just like try the handle, see if it's locked? I don't want to open it. I just want to see if it's unlocked.
It's unlocked.
Can I hear anything from inside?
No, you can't.
All right, I like
Finian will run back. It splits both ways. I can really see too far.
That's good enough for now. At least we know nothing's coming yet. I'm gonna crack the door a little bit and peer in.
Okay. As you peer in, you look into another cell. And you notice in the center cell, there's someone stood there looking straight at you.
He's fully aware that I'm here.
He's just simply looking at you. Eye to eye.
I'll burst in the room. Spear over the shield, checking all the corners, very dramatic. It's clear.
As you get close to the cell, what you thought at first was just a general humanoid shape. You can start to see is more than just a humanoid. It seems to be a patchwork of different types of body parts. It stands at 8 feet tall, looking down at you through 3 different eyes. 2 of them on one side.
Alright, I've read the monster manual. I know exactly what this fucking thing is. But the character doesn't. Do not fear, your hero is here. Oh. Is it hostile?
It's simply looking at you. It doesn't seem to have any other reaction other than that.
Guys, get in here.
What is it?
It's an abomination. What? Is this what they're doing with the bodies? You say it's stitched together body parts. Are they all tiefling body parts?
You honestly can't tell. The skin color is different all over the body. It's malformed. You wouldn't even be able to tell what race it was from looking at it. You can't tell what is decay and what is just simply skin tone.
Cool.
I think once again, just because this is obviously quite a striking sight, can I roll religion just to see whether, again, this is anything that, you know, I don't know, like the cultists might make as a part of their rituals? Or, yeah, give it a try at least.
To be honest, you haven't got any idea. You would probably assume that it's something they've created, but you don't know if it's part
Yeah,
of it.
nothing that we want to be able to just guess.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't have anything to add then.
If this what's the... I'm stumbling over my words sort of out of character, but you know what? Works in character too. They're creating these monsters?
I'm
I
not
have to
sure.
assume this is a success. There has to be
I
more.
will try and speak to you. Hello, can you understand us?
I'm not sure if we should release this simian.
When Flint talks to it, its eyes don't waver from Simeon's. It still tries to simply look at Simeon. He was the first person he saw walk through the door.
I guess I'm just looking at it out of morbid curiosity too, just looking back.
Seems to like you, Simeon. Maybe you should try talking to him.
You know what? I've seen uglier. Hello!
I didn't realise there was a mirror in here.
I'm going to ignore that comment. This is a serious situation. No time for jokes. Hello? Can you hear me? Can you understand
It doesn't
me?
respond. It looks at you.
I'll sort of wave my hand up to see if it follows my hand.
No, it tries to focus on your eyes. If you move it in front of it, it still just stares at the back of your hand.
I've got nothing. I don't know what to make of this. What's in the other cells?
In the cell to the north of it, there are several dead bodies. They seem to be also patchwork creatures of some kind, but they were much less changed. As if it was only maybe 3 different bodies to make each of them up. But they are dead. The cell below it is empty.
Nagrax will interject here. I don't think it's wise to release this creature simian, especially not with the other prisoners nearby.
I never thought about releasing it. I was just curious.
You've seen what these guys have done to him. Maybe he could help us. Maybe if only we knew if he could understand. I will try and turn on the different languages I speak, saying hello, do you understand? So that would be in Common, Dwarven, Elvish, and Undercommon.
Whilst Flint is doing this, by the way, I want to move the remains of these 2 things to, like, the cell back here, Doom.
Which cell, sorry?
Actually, I'll move it to this cell over here.
Okie dokie. You just keep up the reins from the skulls.
Yeah.
And
Again, just trying to keep as much of our antics out of sight as possible.
Flint, when you speak, you get no response whatsoever from it.
None of the languages.
Nope.
If only there was somewhere we could communicate with it. Maybe it can't speak or understand. Can I roll Arcana or something to see what they've actually done to it?
You can try rolling Arcana.
$16.
You can get a sense of some kind of necrotic magic coming off it. But that's all.
There's definitely some sort of necromancy involved in this.
You think
To this to another living being, though, it's. I really like shudders as I'm thinking about it.
maybe we should put it out of its misery? Can't imagine such an existence as nice for it. Does it look in pain at all?
Nope. It just seems to simply be. Doesn't really seem to be aware of what's around it. It's just simply looking at you as if it's waiting.
Is there anything around the room I can pick up and just toss into the cell? See if it gets a reaction from it.
There are a couple of crates. Again, I'd say last time, like there's bits of food in them.
All right, yeah, I'll just grab something and I just want to toss it into the cell, see what it does.
Okay, you throw in a few bits of dried jerky. and it just kind of clatters to its feet, and it doesn't move.
I say we leave it for now. Maybe someone at the guild will know later on.
Yes, that's a good call.
We just need to focus on getting through here. If there's anything like this further down the road, we can always come back.
I'm going
With
back
that,
out of the
I'm not-
room.
Okay, it watches you all the way out until you're gone.
I'm just like slowly backing out, watching it. Still, just maintaining eye contact. Close the door behind me. This has shook me.
I would expect that there's far more unsettling things in this place. I mean, but we don't have the time to dwell on it right now.
Just let's keep moving forward.
Yes. Yes. Let us go be heroes. I'm going to charge off down the hall.
Okay, okay. Come to the T section.
Yeah.
And where do you go?
Do I see anything down either corridor?
You see the torches extending into the darkness. Again.
Simeon, which way do you think we should go?
Finian, you were here. What did you see?
I didn't really see anything. I didn't see anything move.
Anyone have a coin? I'll go left.
Okay, let's go right.
My right. I guess this is my right. Yeah, right.
I did the right reveal. There we go. Okay, the corridor dead ends ahead with a door turning off. And the door's currently shut.
I'd like to press my ear to the door.
A roll perception. You don't hear nothing. You hear wood.
I hear wood.
Yep, you can hear wood.
What does wood sound like, Doom? Please tell me.
I'm gonna go there.
He's...
Can I try the door handle?
I'm sure. The door handle turns fine, and the door gives.
At the ready, gents. Does the door open inward or outward?
Inward.
I'd like to throw open the door and have my spear at the ready.
Okay, you throw open the door. As you do so,
Had to throw open the door.
all three people in the room turn around and look straight at you. Crap. Move the map again.
Just about to say, are me and Flint visible here?
How do you mean, are you visible? You mean to the people inside? No.
No, because we're kind of like so against the walls. That's what I was getting at.
They immediately all draw daggers. How do you react?
What? Greetings, gentlemen. I see you want to fight. I agree. And I'll charge at this one.
Roll initiative. I'll let you get one attack off as a surprise. You missed. Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
sorry, you said attack. I rolled initiative.
You missed initiative.
He missed initiative, and now he doesn't know where he is.
That's a hit, though. Unless
Yep.
they're wearing fucking plate mail or whatever.
Roll your damage.
That is a 10.
That is good.
Nice.
100 damage.
You spear him straight in the gut as you charge in. And now everyone rolls initiative. We'll go on your 6 for initiative.
Great.
Everyone, did you say, Doom?
Yes.
Well, I'm not really doing good with these initiative rolls, am I? I'm still shaken up by the demon from previous
Oh, for
session.
God's sake, what is it with my initiative rolls?
I'll do all 3 of them. One of them got a nat 1.
I was just about to say that's worse, but Jesus,
Wow.
still.
Are they all focused on me? They have no idea about the other 3.
Correct. Finian actually goes first again.
Finian is the MVP, really.
He is.
And then
It's
we
also
can-
the final boss.
Maybe. Joy's
So,
still out.
Finian. Then
Wait, hang on a sec. Oh, okay, that's fine.
priest. Then okie dokie. So, hearing action taking place, Finian is going to charge in. Let's see what he can move. He can actually get in range. Nice. Finian's going to charge in. He's going to go straight for this guy. You're all going to kind of look at him as he charges in. And now he will get off his attacks. Come on, triple unarmed strike. Okay, you got a 12, an 11, and 19, and only the 19 hits.
It's weird. It appeared as a 20 for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're-
Alright.
Got 20 for all of them.
Well, one of them appeared as a 20, the other 2 didn't show up at all. God damn, roll 20.
Okay, oh, you took the one of them took 10 damage, didn't he? Okay, then. So basically, Finian tries to get 2 hits in, they both miss, and then the last one he just decks him right in the chin. He stumbles a little bit, and now it's going to be the priest's turns. Okay.
I'm assuming more than a minute's passed since the encounter with the skulls and that.
Yeah. He's waited quite a few minutes in front of the cage.
Fair enough.
So that'll be a +1. Okay. One of them is going to cast Guiding Bolt on you, Simeon.
Bring it on.
The cheeky bastard.
I'm assuming that misses. Goes over to the next one. You know, he's going to do the same thing against Simeon. Wow. Okay, so they
Hit
both.
nothing hitting me. Sorry.
Oh, they were misguided, those bolts.
Ah!
Simeon,
That's-
your turn.
I was about to make a similar point, honestly, but still.
And I'm going to stab this guy right in the throat.
He doesn't appreciate your light show.
Stabby, stabby.
I got 18 for that one on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I got an 18 and a 21. Neither one showed up on.
I haven't seen
Yeah, they both hit.
anything on D&D Beyond yet. Oh,
Roll
sorry,
damage.
on roll
Use
20.
basic. Well, use the custom dice roller thing if you have to get the damage.
I got a 7 and a 9.
Okie dokie.
At least Zach's backing up my rolls. I ain't lying to. Oh no, I'm critting every round. Oh no. What a coincidence.
Okay, you demolish that first cultist right in front of you. He is dead.
I'll turn to the other 2.
Okay.
You want to dance?
No.
And I've still got movement, right?
It's got movement, yeah.
I'm gonna charge up for this one, and end my turn there, I suppose.
Okie dokie. And then now that is Nagrax.
Okay, Nagrax, hearing there's a commotion, will head into him. He'll get next to this guy. And he is going to go try the sense against. He is going to go for the good old mace swing.
Go ahead, Macy. That hits.
Finally. Okay. 8 bludgeoning and then 1d4 for poison. 2.
You hit him with the mace and it smacks him straight across the face. He stumbles back. Then the poison hits and it burns him. The poison went off.
Yeah. Nagrax looks kind of like winces a bit. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, heal. And it's turn now.
Okie dokie. That is Flinty Boy.
That name's gonna stick.
Go on. Want to move in there and cast Firebolt at this guy?
Go ahead.
I keep thinking you're saying fireball. I'm just thinking, no, no.
Yeah.
It's not showing up. Either way, not.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Does your that ability you have to not harm your enemies, does that work with Fireball?
It does.
Yes.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, you're never gonna get that off with old Simeon charging in.
Funnily enough, I have a similar problem in the other group.
Right, given it's a a crit, sorry, I'm just going to say you outright set him ablaze and he falls into a pile of fire. He's dead.
I shall end my turn.
Okie dokie, now that goes to, well, the one guy that's not taking a turn yet. He's going to look back and forth briefly. He's going to panic. Let's see, what should I have him do? Actually, let's quickly check up that spell. Okie dokie, he's going to cast Inflict Runes on Simeon.
Damn it!
Oh, it actually hit.
That meets my AC.
Oof. Okay then. You take 20 necrotic damage.
No. No, I don't.
Why
I'll
not?
just refuse to take the damage. You can't damage without my permission, no?
I'm the DM. I have all the.
I actually thought you might have had something to
I was
help.
kind of then.
Woo!
Nope, you take a solid hit.
Woo!
This is what pain feels like.
What is
No
this
one makes me
feeling?
drink my own blood.
And now that's going to go to Finian. Finian, seeing him hurt you, is going to twitch his eye. He's going to charge over, stand on top of the table, and he's going to punch him twice and kick him once.
What?
So 19, a 19,
much
and
damage, right?
a 16. So they would all hit. Let's see what he actually did in roll 20.
Just
That's
21
my
in
one
one. Roll
Whatever.
20.
So,
Yeah, we're just literally ignoring the rules tonight on roll 20.
well, he just charges in and outright beats him to death.
Wow.
Doesn't surprise me, really.
Really not happy that Simeon got hit.
It's easy dead.
Actually, no, sorry. This guy has a couple more hit points. Let me just double check that. But he's still alive, actually, just about. Finian fucks him up royally, but he's just hanging on. And now it goes to Simeon's turn.
Alright, I want to try and knock him out.
Okie dokie.
I guess I'll use the other end of the spear or my shield, if that'll... Whichever one will satisfy that.
Maybe the other end of the spear. Non-lethal damage. You hit him.
You need me to roll damage?
Yeah, roll damage, just in case you don't quite do enough.
Okay, I don't think I had to add my bonus to that. I think it's just a flat d4. Nah, 1. Alright, I have a second attack. The missed! Great! Cool! Cool!
I
So
kind
you bonk him on the nose, and he just kind of he sneezes, and he misses the second one because he sneezes.
Cool. Thanks. Brilliant.
That's Nagrex's turn.
God damn it. Can I try and knock him prone with the shield? Get him on the floor.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Thing for that.
Pity roll.
Strength or dex check from you. Either one.
That'd just be that 20. He's natural straight 20. He's going to fail it. So, and I'm going to bother rolling. He's on the floor, prone.
Right.
Not 20? What did that show us for you?
It's straight 20.
Oh.
20.
So he won't be able to pass that no matter what he goes.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry. I thought it showed up as something different for me.
Guess it doesn't have a modifier.
Right, yeah. Throw him on the floor with the shield.
Right, Nagrax is just gonna come over, look, just kind of like peer over, do a low wave, and then sort of take the mace and just sort of like bonk him on the head, like not the spiky end. He's trying to knock him out.
Give him
Hey,
a
you get
little
advantage
wave.
because he's prone.
What, sorry?
You get advantage because he's prone.
I don't know why he felt the need to give him a low wave, but is it just my regular attack mounting?
And your damage will be, I'd say, a d4 as well. You definitely at least hit.
Second roll was a 7. I don't know if that's come through. No.
It's fine.
Okay,
just roll
And then roll a
d4.
d4. Okay.
4 damage. You bring it right down in his forehead, and it hits the back of the floor, and he's knocked out cold.
Okay.
Combat is over.
Okay, first thing Nagrax says is, let's move these bodies out of sight just in case anyone comes in here. Unless anyone stops him, he's probably going to take them to this cell. Or one in this cell, one in the other.
You take him all the way back there. Okay then.
Actually, no, I'll probably...
Is there
Actually,
anything that,
I'll take him to this cell.
Any chests in this room that are man-sized?
You look around, it just seems to be tables, bookcases, there's chairs. That's all there really is in here.
Yeah, I'll take him to
Can I
this
search the
cell
bookcases?
instead, Doom.
I didn't see what that was.
Oh, sorry. This cell.
Okay, okay.
Can I tie this guy up before we
Did
do
I
anything?
not just totally incinerate a guy? Just, or
Oh,
is it
yeah.
just a charred
Well-
corpse?
He's a charred corpse.
Yeah, can I search the bookcases while Nagrax is doing that?
Right off about 10 foot of rope, tie him up.
I didn't. The rope we used to get down here, I still have all of that, didn't we? I didn't.
Yeah, because you yanked the baton out.
Key.
Can I search the bookcases while Nagrax is doing that?
Oh yeah, go ahead, roll investigation. And which ones are you doing?
Just this one if I have to pick.
Okie dokie. You find various books on generally the gods, some books on necromantic magic, some books to do with the history of the general area, and you find a spell scroll of True Strike.
Just want to keep giving those away.
God
No way I
damn
can
it.
get rid of them.
Yeah, literally the only way you're going to get this take.
Right, I'll take the scroll and the book and the books on necromancer.
Okie dokie.
Gonna search rifle through these guys' pockets.
Nagros has dragged 2 of them away, so he's got one of them in front of you. Can we go ahead?
I mean, I suppose if
Oh.
Simeon wanted to search him, I'd let him do so first before I
didn't
took
realise
him
it-
away.
I thought he was gonna do that
But-
after. I'd help him with the bodies to the thing. I just wanted to tie up this one first.
Alright then, roll investigation. You doing all 3?
I'll search one of them. I'll look through the pockets of the knocked out guy as I'm tying his rope. Tying the rope up.
Okie dokie. As you rifle through his pockets, you find pretty much nothing.
I'm basically just looking for like keys, anything that would help us proceed. Not looking for loot.
He has a dagger on him.
Garbage. I'll throw it away.
Frank's arm grasps out and grabs it and throws it in his mouth.
Oh, Frank, I forgot you were there. You've been enjoying the show?
Yeah, that's it better. No,
No, this isn't strictly a quest, so you don't have to report it, right?
Oh, you.
too late on that. Oh, you got 2 pages.
Good. We must record everything we do. There'll be great stories in the future of the heroes saved the land.
I thought Frank went to the bar after our last question.
Well, he's now back with you.
Man, he's a stealthy guy.
Didn't notice.
We entered a new area. He teleported to us.
I just don't ever remember him coming back.
Feature.
Yeah. Quotes feature.
Who investigates the other bodies?
Yeah, sure, I'll investigate the one I charred.
Okie-dokie. Okay, you flip through his pockets. You mostly find burnt bits of paper. You find what seems to be a bit of a map, but it's been charred beyond recognition, besides being able to make out the town of Kron. That's about it.
There's part of a map of Kron here. I'm sorry, I kind of incinerated the rest.
We may be able to get some information out of this one.
Maybe.
And last body.
I suppose I'll investigate it.
Okay, you only find one thing on him, and that is a runestone.
A runestone?
Yes.
What is that exactly?
This is
Just
still
on the rune.
Oh, right, okay. Could I actually, upon seeing this, I'll just go to Flint. Flint, does this mean anything to you? It has some runes on it, so I don't know if it could be magical in nature.
Visually, it has a circle with a line going diagonally across it from bottom left to top right,
It's like just
with several lines going through the bottom half of the circle, whereas the upper
Hmm.
half of the circle is clear.
I'm just stroking my little beard as I'm studying it. Do you want me to roll Arcana?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hmm.
It doesn't really mean anything to you. It's not a symbol that you've seen before. Maybe given the
It's not-
shape, it could be something to do with a moon, possibly. But beyond that, you know nothing else.
Maybe it's something to do with the moon. I'm not certain. This isn't something I've come across before.
Might be worth taking with us, see if anyone may know about it outside. Might just put the runestone into the backpack for now.
Okie dokie.
Also, upon coming back from the room, I'll just go over to Simeon. Simeon, you look like you took a blow almost as bad as I did. Are you okay, or do you want a little bit of support there?
Are you kidding me? I'm fine. Taking worse beatings in my life. You should have seen the first time I met Bracken. He thought I was a big lad. Thought I'd pose a challenge. He beat me with that hammer.
Roll deception.
I'll just trail off.
Yeah, I mean, I know how badly you're hurt, but
Yeah, you're not feeling anyone.
No. I'm like holding my side, like
yeah, no,
I'm fine.
Got that hurt.
no,
So
Greg
kind of that-
just he just furrows his brow and says, "Simeon, I just pulled still for a moment. Use another charge from the wand.
Yeah.
Just let me roll that. So,
9.
so yeah, 9 damage back. So there you go.
Yeah, 9 heal.
Okie dokie. So what are you guys going to do? Are you now unconscious cultist?
I'm just marking that thing off. I'll be with you in a sec.
While they're interrogating the cultist or whatever, can I flick through these necromancy books?
Go ahead. Roll investigation generally, just see what you pick up as you flip through.
$24.
There are lots of different rituals mentioned, theories on how to summon various different beings, and how to raise dead. There's a section on how to create a Death Knight, in particular, as well as how to raise zombies.
Oh,
You also
what?
see something to do with flesh golems as well at one point.
Flesh columns.
Mm-hmm.
Can I apply any of this knowledge to I might have observed while looking through to what we've seen?
You can assume that the flesh golem creation is linked to what you sense from the thing in the cell.
I'll just slide it on the table on that page there. That's what's in the cell. And point to like the chapter. Oh, page or whatever.
I suppose
Does
I
it,
will.
does it mention Flesh Golem by name?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A Flesh Golem?
Just,
What on earth is that?
just the name sounds repugnant.
Indeed.
What sort of information does it give on the flesh column?
Methods of creation. What type of body parts work best from different races while putting one together, basically.
Any info on how to destroy one?
It doesn't really mention anything on how to destroy them. Simply that they are quite strong tools. And they have a lot of resistances and outright immunities. Theorized on how an army could topple an empire within a day.
These sound bad. If they've got more of them in here, we're in trouble.
Let's just hope the one we saw was their first success. If there are more of those,
Flint, what
we may be in trouble.
what races are mentioned in the construction of these golems?
Race-wise, it mentions everything. Human, dwarf, elf, kanku.
Right.
Copper.
I was
Thank you.
base.
Oh, man.
I was basically trying to dig to see whether it's just specifically like, sort of tieflings or, people with an affinity for, like warlocks. Just basically see if there's like an ulterior motive as to why, these people are being targeted.
It does mention demon blood being essential to the creation.
That's a
This
tiefling,
is
right?
why they were harvesting girls' organs, demon blood part. Maybe
You-
this is why they have such a crusade against tieflings.
You would,
Some justice.
you would,
Spit on the cultist in front of me.
I'm quite angry at this. They claim to be following a god of peace, but this is quite clearly a
as we,
for war.
as we've discussed with them a few times, Flint, nothing they do is in the name of peace. At least not peace as you and I would know it.
He's like trying to sound quite angry, but he's still trying to keep his voice down. So pay attention.
I just put my hands over Flint's hands, which I guess is still on the book, and just say, Flint, let's take this book with us. We don't really have anything at the moment, but we should probably try and collect evidence where we can find it here. Let's not just leave a path of destruction in our wake. We need to use this opportunity to find out as much as possible. I mean, I still doubt that anyone will act, but maybe we could use this information to save lives.
I would like to use the bit of burnt map I found and use that as a bookmark for the page,
Okie dokie.
and then keep it in my back.
Why did you look at me when you said Path of Destruction?
I didn't actually.
I know you didn't. I was hoping you'd back. Finian lad,
Yes.
scout out that corridor, would you? We need to get information out of this low life. Let us know if anything's coming.
Finian disappears and
Um,
gone. The cultist starts to stir a little bit.
Is he fully
Is that-
conscious yet?
Is there anything on the tables, like with a drinking anything?
There is some food and drink on this one, and on this one there is a crystal ball.
I'm just looking for like a glass of water or a mug or whatever.
Nigrex will make a suggestion before you do.
I'm like ready to pour.
Simeon, maybe we take him and we kind of turn him to face the flesh golem in this cell over here. I would imagine that would be a rather striking visual to wake up to.
Oh, I don't disagree. Would you think they'd not seen it before?
I'm not. No, I don't mention it for that reason, but I would imagine it's going to be very difficult to get someone like this to talk in a typical interrogation. I think we need to throw them off balance somehow. We're probably going to have to. I don't really want to resort to this tactic, but honestly, these people make me sick.
I'm going to drag him off by like the scruff of his neck. Drag him
Are
off
there any
behind me.
torches in this room, Doom?
Oh yeah, there are a few torches against the walls.
I kind of just
I'll
as
take one of
what's
them.
it gone?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll like, reach up and take one of them.
You pull it
and
out.
Follow.
Torch.
As Simeon walks with the guy, I'm kind of just going to speak quite close to his ear just so the other guy can't hear me. Just say, I think you should probably. I wouldn't condone this, Simeon, but we should probably threaten him with putting him in the cell of the golem.
All right, let's see where that monster's loyalties lie.
I don't believe we should do it, but I think we need to use every tool at our disposal to put the odds in our favour.
Okie dokie. So you drag him all the way up here.
Yep.
Oop, move the map accent again. As you go past Finian will rejoin you. You'll say that he saw several other doors further down. And you drag him into here.
Is he awake yet?
Yes, partway through dragging him over, he woke up.
I'll bring him in and just like stand him in front of the cell facing the flesh golem.
Okie dokie. As you stand him up facing the flesh golem, the golem looks at you initially when you entered, then it looks at him and it never stops looking at him. You hear under the breath of the cultist, fool. Nishokra. Does anyone speak deep speech?
No.
Probably not. I've assumed this was a bad idea, but yeah.
I've got
Your
undercommon.
eyes go wide on the golem, and it screams, and it charges the front of the cell and starts to bang against the bars.
Can I shove the cultist like head into the bars? Are they wide enough for that?
They are, yeah. You shove him forward, his head gets pummeled by it, and it gets crushed, and it continues to pound against the bars.